Hey, what's up, you guys? Hope you guys are doing great. This is the StayLifted podcast. I'm your host, Nam Win, and I am with a special guest today. Her name is
Brianda. Buenas tardes. Mentally Disoriented here. I'm here with the StayLifted bucket cap. Stay tuned.
Looking Good. What are your passions?
I like to paint. Whatever canvas, whatever we got going on, nails, I'll paint on whatever, canvases, watercolors, anything. Give me some fabric, I'll make something out of that as well. Just give me some piece of whatever, and I'll make it to some art.
One of the things I noticed too is she draws a lot of eye.
Oh yeah, thanks for the ring.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let me bring this up. Here we go. A little finders keepers here.
Eye ring right there.
A little eyeball. Let me get my coffee out the way.
I found that in the airport, essentially.
Check it out.
But
dun,
no, but like you, like I was trying to say, you have a thing for eye paintings. Could you like explain more about it?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I don't know. I just like eyeballs. They look juicy. I like to look at just random people's eyes, and I have this eye mole on my eye. I don't even know which fucking eyeball at this point right now. Maybe left, maybe right. But a lot of people always ask me, like if I have like a bruising in my eyeball or something, or they're not sure if something happened to my eyeball. I don't know which eyeball it's at, but it's a small little mole. I don't know. And we'll do a close up a little later. But it's in one of the eyeballs, and they always ask me, is that a bruising or like what happened there in your eyeball? And I'm just like, no, it's just a mole. But ever since then, I just always notice in eyeballs, or I have a thing for looking at people's eyeballs, because they always also remind me of like an egg yolk. And you know how they have random like bruising too, like a whole hard-boiled egg? I don't know.
I thought there was another meaning for it too, like
I mean, I don't know. People will be like, oh, that's your third eye. But I don't fucking know, dude. All I know is I got a fucking mancha on my eyeball.
When you draw...
Mancha stain.
I don't know what that means, but...
It's just a stain. Mancha is just Spanish for a fucking stain. There's like a random blotch, fucking little stain in my eyeball. And yeah, it's just there. But so ever since then, I've just always been looking at other people's eyeballs, because I thought everybody else had them. And then, I just like to paint them since then. Afterwards, not necessarily since noticing that, but I just always looked at eyeballs for that reason. And then I always like to paint. And then I always just painted on canvas and papers, watercolors. But then I got vertigo, and I didn't want to go to the nail salon anymore, because they looked at me funny whenever I would pop up to get my nails done, and like a bitch would be getting randomly fucking like so fucking dizzy. I was just like, all right, well, like I show up to the nail salon, I have vertigo, like out of nowhere, and I was just like,
So let's talk about that actually, because not everyone knows what vertigo is. So
yeah,
vertigo. What is vertigo?
It's a real fucked up situation, and it's just like motion sickness out of nowhere. So imagine getting like spun around in a chair just a million times, or maybe not even that many, just depending on how sensitive you are. And then you feel that without even having to have gone through that, and then you feel just fucking nauseous out of nowhere. And you feel like you got sea legs, like if you're on a boat or something, like whale watching or some just, activity that's not grounded. And it's the worst feeling ever. That's basically what vertigo is, and in my case, it's not an inner ear problem, which is the majority of You know, it's a major symptom of having like an ear infection or some like kind of stones or something in your ear. So that's a major cause for experiencing vertigo. But it could also be a symptom to a lot of more intense things. Depending on what your symptoms are, if you have ringing of the ear or anything, but that's not necessarily what I had going on. For me, it was just like experiencing motion sickness very fast in the quickness, and it was just kind of like I had sea legs, literally walking from a short distance to the door, you know, just a couple feet. So it's just kind of like intense, you know. No one wants to be dizzy, no one wants to be feeling nauseous, and especially out of nowhere, you're just going through your regular life, and out of nowhere you have sea legs. Like, that's a little bit like, you know, if I can just, it's intense overall.
Yeah, it sounds intense. How do you like?
Not fun.
So you deal with this every day. So how do you overcome that? Like, how do you put your mindset to be able to deal with it, you know?
Well, I had to take a pause into life, honestly, and just kind of reflect. I was working a job and that I had moved up and was doing well. I didn't go to school after high school or anything, so I don't really have, like, I mean, not saying that nothing stops you. You don't have to go to school or nothing to fucking, like, conquer whatever the hell you want. I'm just saying, I immediately in my situation was like, all right, let me just jump to whatever little job I can get. Let me climb my way up. Let me make the best out of this real quick while I figure out a different solution. I climb my way up through random little jobs. I don't know, where a bitch gets sick, and yes, I was already saving and had my emergency funds, but like, how many emergencies can you really save for? The goal is to save for them all, but at the beginning, it's just like you only have this much and this much and this much, and I'm still here. You gotta back it up on your own. You only save for so many emergencies. So I've been winging with my vertigo, with my motion sickness, and my mindset. I just am saying what I'm doing about it.
Yeah, you just do it. You just
so
go.
I don't second guess it like, oh, poor me, I'm a victim of this and that. I'm just like, all right, what's the next move?
Yeah, you just live
like,
on.
what's the next fucking move? You don't have time to pause. I mean, if you pause, that's totally fine to reflect. I'm not saying don't pause and take a mental breather, but...
And no matter what we're dealing with, we just have to make the best of it. Because we're living. And that's the best thing we have in this world.
There's no time for quitters.
Yeah. There's no reason to quit on life. Vertigo, what's been like the most challenging part of vertigo, and what has it taught you?
I think patience. Patience, because literally anything will trigger it depending on how severe your case is. So at times where I was like, fuck it, let me go on a hike real quick, or let me go look at the fucking waves real quick at the beach. Let me just go. It was just like, fuck, now the waves are creating this motion, and now I feel like shit. Now there's trees fucking moving around, and it's a windy day, and I thought it was a nice windy breezy day to go on a fucking walk, and it ends up being just like, damn, there's way too many shadows on the floor and the ocean moving around. And that's a whole nother experience of motions that it's just vertigo just kind of throws you off with. So yeah, you know, it just happened to me out of nowhere, so it's just intense. 17 out of nowhere, September 2017, out of nowhere, I was just like, motion sickness, vertigo, blah.
I think you opened our eyes, showed us like what vertigo does to you. And
Yeah.
not only you, but to many people that have vertigo, and we don't even know that people have vertigo because it's not.
People that don't even know what it is.
Well, yeah,
and
well,
just feel really weak or lightheaded and motion sickness out of nowhere. So that's what it is.
Yeah, so people that maybe have these symptoms. So that's how you started to notice, right? Like throughout time, you started seeing being dizzy certain days or motion sickness.
Felt like if I just had sea legs and just got off a boat, and it was pretty intense because it was just like. What kind of feeling is this? I'm doing my regular routine. I had just came back from a little vacation. It was just a quick little vacation to some like we went to San Diego. It's dog friendly over there. I took my dog Judas. It was chill. Went over there real quick, had some beers. We went to like Ballast Point, some breweries, chilling. But then it's just like you can be about your regular routine, and out of nowhere you come back and you're back in your regular routine, and out of nowhere in a flash before your eyes, your regular
you just mean
life was no more. But what I'm saying is like,
oh, you can't do certain things anymore, you're saying, right?
I mean, I still do. I do everything that I want.
Of course.
I do everything that I want. I just mean that now it's just like maybe I have to be like, oh shit, let me close my eyes real quick before this happens, like, or before, like something that maybe will be like, oh, it might make me dizzy. Maybe I'm not gonna get on a boat for a while. End of the day.
Well, not about how to make it better with vertigo,
no,
but like
how not put yourself down. You cannot put yourself down just because you think it's the end of the world for you because you have a new symptom that you're like, oh shit. Don't go into panic mode, because you can go into panic mode when something happens to your body out of nowhere real quick, and then just be like, oh shit, what the fuck is going on with you? But it's just like, what are you gonna panic yourself for and stress yourself out over?
At the end of the day, anything you do and want to do is your choice. So of course, like seeking medical help and everything to better yourself is the best thing. And like this is what you've been trying to do. You're looking at research. Yeah, lately that's the new thing that you told me, that you're doing acupuncture. So we won't know that effects till later on, but maybe we'll do another episode and we'll see how that goes. But for now, I guess before we end, something you want to tell the viewers.
I don't know. Don't think about it too much. Stay positive. Plan your next day and don't fall asleep on it. Get the fuck up, bitches. Wake up.
Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Stay lifted.